I don't know how long we waited. It was a long time. I ordered so much stuff, it was like a $60 order. She comes back with this one little styrofoam plate, and I'm like, that is not, can't be it. That is the seafood basket. It's got catfish in this, and should be shrimp. Okay, so here is the peach cobbler from Big Mike's. I think I'm smelling cinnamon. Okay, so we finally got our food from Big Mike's. It was a kind of a mix-up on their part. I'll explain that in another segment here. But what I've got is the seafood basket. It's got catfish in this, and should be shrimp. No, that's oysters. That's fried oysters here. Let me try to get another piece of something. I don't care for that oyster. It's got kind of a bitter taste. I don't know if they cleaned them out good or what. It's got a kind of a bitter taste in that oyster. Let's try a shrimp. It's good. Nothing to write home about. Alright, let's get a piece of I think this is going to be catfish here. No, it's okay. It's good. I think we can do just as good or better, not to brag, from the catfish from my pond at home. The seasoning is you know, some salt and some other herbs. Be honest, I've had better, but it's okay. We'll give you a check on some of the other stuff. Oh, let me try a piece of that's shrimp. Okay. It's good. Okay, now bought a piece of this hush puppy. It's kind of maybe a little dry. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not my favorite thing. There's some fries on here. On the bottom, and that's probably, since they were so long getting our food to us, it's probably going to make them soak up the grease from the fish. The fries are okay. Here's I think this is an oyster. The taste is kind of a little on the bitter side. I'm not sure where they got those oysters from. This is the oyster here. I've already eaten it and it tastes bitter to me, so I'm just trying to get it on video. I don't like where they're getting the oysters from. It's kind of bitter. Let's see, and I think I showed you the fries, which I had. They're kind of soft, not the greatest. The catfish is okay. The shrimp is good. Okay, so here's the coleslaw. This little itty bitty thing. You can get a couple forks of coleslaw. It's probably maybe the smallest coleslaw order I've seen. It's okay. No problem that it's so small, because it's all right. All right, so I'm gonna show you the model here. Is gonna showing you the collard green dip. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is dip a shrimp in it and see what that does. So I've dipped a shrimp into the collard green dip. They gave me these tortilla chips. I may save them for later. All right, let's see. That's a collard green dip. It's almost like a spinach salad, but more soft and soupy. The wife, she got fried okra, fried chicken. What kind of greens is it? Mustard greens. She poured some of that collard green dip next to the okra. She really likes that collard green dip. and then she got mac and cheese, and then there's a little cornbread muffin. And I think she liked the chicken, but we have a chicken place closer where we're at that we both, I think, prefer better. Okay, so we do have some peach cobbler. We'll get that on video and later. But let me turn the camera off, and I'm probably not going to finish all this food. Like I said, the oysters are kind of bitter. The shrimp is good. Catfish is good. Fries are kind of soft. The hush puppy, at least the one I tried, is kind of dry on the inside. I got to order a hush puppies too. Maybe I should try one of those and see if it makes any difference. Let's show you the. I didn't know I got hush puppies with the fish basket. So I wouldn't have ordered a side if I'd known that, possibly. Okay, let's bite into one of these. It's kind of hard. No, they're deep fried, but let's bite into it and see what we're dealing with. That's kind of dry too. Let me see if I can break another one up. These are hard. I may have to save these hush puppies for my chickens. Okay, so here is the peach cobbler from Big Mike's. I think I'm smelling cinnamon. Still warm, even though it took them like a long time. I'm trying to see if the flour part is too doughy, or let me see. Yeah, it's kind of on the doughy. Yeah, it's kind of on the doughy side. Let me give it a third shot here. It's not horrible, but I don't know. Just maybe the other stuff is an experience. Issues we had at Big Mike's is maybe it's throwing me off. See all of that is kind of, I won't say it's crust because it's not firm. It's real kind of doughy. Might be okay with a glass of milk or something, because it is sugary, sweet, and it tastes cinnamon. I'm not impressed with Big Mike's. Okay, so let me give you a rundown of what happened. So we went up to the order and discussed in detail what we wanted. After looking at the menu, consulting with the checker, standing at the the to-go order window, which is outside the restaurant. It's a window that they open up and you stand outside the restaurant and give your order. So we got the order, and I think she recapped what the order was, and she took my name, told her how to spell it. She took the phone number, which I gave her multiple times. So what they said she would do is text me when the order was ready, because it's their process. And so I wanted to make sure she had my number right, because I have a California area code, because I kept my number since I moved from California. But changing numbers is kind of like a major thing. So I kept my number, gave her the full number. She put it in. I repeated to her what my number was. So we went and sat in a car, because it's a warm day, Daisy, and waited. Oh, I don't know how long we waited. It was a long time, very long time. So we got out and took pictures, and my wife had the great idea. She said, well, why don't we go over there and see, check on our order. It was so long, and people were coming and going and ordering and getting their orders, I guess, or going inside and eating. So I went up to the window and asked her, okay, about our order. And the young lady seemed kind of a little befuddled and discombobulated. So she went and checked. We had ordered so much stuff. It was like a $60 order. She comes back with this one little styrofoam plate in a bag. And I'm like, that is not, can't be it. $60 for a little styrofoam plate, whatever it was. She closed the window and then went in the back and started checking on some stuff. and other people I could, you can see inside the restaurant. They were walking up to the counter inside the restaurant, getting their orders and walking off. The to-go order window while we were standing outside, like as I said, she had closed that. So she fumbles around and fumbles around and fumbles around. And then after a long time, she comes back. And my wife had reminded me that, I had a receipt. And on the receipt, it does, alliterate, list off, all the stuff that we ordered. So I showed her the receipt. And then she says, we called you on the telephone and we've been calling you. I said, well, no, I had my phone and there's no call from them. The only call was some, spammer calling from Pomona, California or something. And I said, well, I thought you text us when it's ready. She said, oh yeah, we text you too. So I pulled up my text log. There's no text. There's no call from them. And I showed it to her and said, no, you weren't calling me and you weren't texting me. And, somewhere later down the process, she says, oh, maybe I was calling the wrong number. And so they did have an order, and I guess it's been just sitting up there for ages. So she brings our order, which is, quite a bit of stuff that's just been, it was still, warm, but it wasn't, like they just prepped it and made it ready. So I told her, I said, well, you need to throw in an extra soda or something in there, because my wife had ordered a Sprite, but I didn't order a soft drink or anything to drink. And she just kind of smiled it off and gets our order. And I said, well, you're not going to, give us an extra soda? And she kind of smiled off. We get our order, and we're checking stuff right at the window. They don't even have the soda that I paid for from my wife. And we have to, have her go back and get the soda that I paid for. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, and bring me an extra, bring me a soda too on the house, basically. She just smiling. I finally let it alone. It's ridiculous. They made us wait all the time based on them fumbling around and their mistake. People coming and going, getting their order, and they can't give me a bottle, a can of soda, a glass of water, or nothing. I tell you, I think I'm sorry, Big Mike's, you guys have failed the test. So stay tuned. There's another soul food restaurant down here, and I believe I was told it's soul food in Myrtle Beach. We may try that tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe what we'll do is just at some point order a little something and see how they do at the next place. See how they do before we go all in and order, $60 worth of soul food. But I mean, I had heard, such praise of Big Mike's that I'm just thinking, it's got to be off the chain. Yeah, it's off the chain, but in another respect, their process, their procedures, their methods and procedures process is off the chain, and not in a good way. All right, giving you the real deal. Sometimes you watch these YouTube channels and everything is great and everything is fantastic. No, I'm a Bible Christian by the Bible, so I can't lie. If it ain't good, I have to figure out something else to say, or that's not a lie. If I don't want to just tell you it was not the best. All right, that's it for now.